Good morning. If you can't tell, it's a little chilly this morning. It's about 8:30 right now. Started just a little bit ago and walked upon this waterfall. So I thought I'd show you all. Big day again today. Gonna go about 15 miles. Pretty waterfall view over there. And up there you can see where the sun's reaching the trees. Can't wait to get up there. I just came out of there and a pit toilet. This is a cute little tunnel I'm about to go through. And look, the sun, it's coming, it's so close. Well, look at that. I made it to the South Carolina, North Carolina state line. So, South Carolina, North Carolina. All right, we're moving and grooving. 2 hours in now, and look, you can see a lake. It's really pretty. 2 benches all the way out here to look at the lake. That's so nice. Don't mind if I do. There's even more benches. Still such a good view. It says the Girl Scouts made these benches. So I really can't imagine. Well, I'm thinking of like little kid Girl Scouts, but I was thinking of a bunch of little girls carrying up the materials to build these. But thanks, Girl Scouts. It's super pretty. Yeah.
There was a lot of flat spots there, but it's
hard to leave this view, but it's time to continue on. All right, so I left my food somewhere over here. So let's go find him. It's this pile of leaves. One national forest. The other national forest. Alright, so I decided to take this walkway up to Whitewater Falls. But then look at this view. So from here, I'll connect back to the foothills because I didn't want to miss this waterfall. And the trail's only right there. So I'm glad I came. Steps galore here. Down, 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 down. Hello. So I just took a long break at Whitewater Falls. There was a trash can there, running water, flushing toilets. So got some water, went to the bathroom, threw away all my trash, got my resupply right outside of there. So took a long break there. I was hanging out with Angus, who was in the doggy in the previous clip, and Susan and Dan. So Susan and Dan, you're watching this. It was so nice to meet you. They were so nice. It was so nice to chat with them. I wish I could have stayed longer, and we were camping at the same site because it was so nice to hang out with them. They're such nice people, but I had to continue on. So that's the update. No way, look how gorgeous this bridge is.
Welcome to the Foothills Trail, which is maintained by a group called the Foothills Trail Conservancy. There were a lot of folks in the state and local people that like to backpack and hike, but the longest trail available was about 5 miles long. The Sierra Club got involved, Clemson University got involved, several other groups, the Forest Service, of course, all gathered together at various points, which the initial organization that they put together was called the Foothills Trail Conference, which is a gathering of people of various sorts, and that's the way it remained for about the last 40 years. And, following the example of the Appalachian Trail, which was called the Appalachian Trail Conference, renamed themselves the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. So we took their lead both times, and that's how the name came around. But the trail now, after having been pieced together between state parks, which is one at either end, Table Rock on the east and Oconee State Park on the west, it involves several pieces of national forest, which is about half of the trail. The middle portion of the trail actually came from property that Duke Power at that time, now Duke Energy, had been maintaining with the possibility of making more hydro plants, and they realized that they didn't need all this territory. Duke built that portion of the trail, and even up to now has helped maintain it.
It's nice.
And the entire trail, what we call the main stem from Oconee to Table Rock, is 77 miles long, and it's divided up into sections, and each one of those sections has an individual in the conservancy that we call a trail captain, and each of those individuals will hike the trail and do an inspection, as we call it, and what they can do with a pair of loppers or a handsaw, they'll take care of it. But if they find a blowdown, in other words, a tree that's fallen across the trail, in some cases that you may not have encountered it yet, but they can be pretty discouraging to get over or through or around. And we just took care of one for you a little further down.
Well, thank you.
15 minutes or so. So if they find something like that, we have people who are qualified with a chainsaw, certified by the Forest Service, and we come in if that's what's necessary. And the guidebook and the map sales and memberships, those three things kept us afloat for decades. And only recently have we gotten some money from the state for the first time ever. The real bottom line of keeping the trail up the way we do is we have a mass of volunteers, and they all love the trail, and they all want to be out here digging dirt, and using a chainsaw, and using a handsaw, and using a hoe, and whatever it takes to keep the trail in tip-top shape. Maintenance, foothillstrail.org.
Okay.
And they will immediately respond to you, and then you got a little back and forth with email.
Awesome.
That's the way we inform everybody. The metal bridge in the middle of the river out there that you probably don't have a good view of at the moment, but that's a 60-foot long steel bridge and weighs 6,000 pounds, and we put it in with a helicopter almost 25 years ago. But it's technically in the middle of the river. So last fall we put this fiberglass bridge in to get out to the big boulder kind of in the middle, and then there was still a crack between that boulder and the one the bridge is on, and so we put a 8-foot long wooden bridge earlier this spring. So people don't even have no idea how difficult it was to get across through here, especially if the water was up high.
Yeah, well,
kind of the idea, right?
We appreciate it. Yeah, well, thank you so much, Douglas. Here's the bridge that Douglas was telling me about. It's a beautiful bridge. He said this used to not be here. It was like like you had to jump. And this is normally in the water when the water levels are high. So like imagine jumping and then there's water. No, thank you. And this was brought in by a helicopter. Like what the heck? Gorgeous. Starting the Duke Power section of the trail. Douglas just taught me that Duke Power donated this section of the trail, and they helped develop it, or they did help develop it, and they helped maintain it. So that's super cool. Some cute mushrooms at mile 11. This is the elevation gained and lost 7 hours in. This is a pretty bridge crossing right here. The sky is so bright with all the trees. Wow. It looks like you go straight down, around, and then straight back up. Ups and downs today. That's what we're looking like. Pretty equal up and down for the most part. All right, let's get going. Down, 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 then up, up, up. Well, I should have known better. If you look at these two shoes, one looks a bit darker than the other, because I should have known better. I stood right there, slick, when right there was available, and this foot slipped in. So that's really nice.